unless it would be disability. But other than that, so my age and younger would, most by my age, have kids. And so not only do you have that 65 million, you've got all the children that would have resulted from those that are especially in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. And then many more young adults in it. The problem is it's the older, sicker people that are in that volunteer. That's why it doesn't work. It would actually maybe work if there were a lot more millennials in that range that were alive to pay into that, et cetera. Anyway, that's good, Dan.
Just one thing, it's very hard, if not impossible, to properly convey the passion that we should on social media.
Oh yes, it's a difficult platform for that.
Even in videos, it's something you got to be very careful about. And it goes back to what we were saying at the beginning. You feel isolated from someone if you don't have a one-on-one interaction with that person, and that you'll never feel the connection that you need to properly be effective unless you communicate in person or directly with them. I want to warn myself and the rest of the people to be careful about trying to express these things over social media and over those platforms, because we're creating a reputation that's not Christ's reputation whenever we're out there and saying things. Not because we're saying the wrong things, it's because we can't say them in the way that Christ would say them in a broad brush spectrum like that.
I hope you really pay attention to what Dane just said, because he said what I'm trying to say better. Okay? But yeah, that's exactly it. And that is exactly what I'm trying to get us to say is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's why those kind of discussions are often fruitless and pointless in those settings. Yeah. Okay.
I think the greatest concept, at least for me, is what we were talking about here. We are the family of God, and that is so valuable to know that God's looking down on me and I'm His child, and I'm looking up to Him. He's my Father. And the family concept, I don't know how you express exactly how you feel about this whole passage.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true, that we as the family of God, we're connected with and a part of the family of God, and that's what we need to exhibit and convey to others. A passage that's going to be later on in this book that's going to be really wonderful to look at, but it's going to be a while before we get there. So I want to mention it right now as we close out. Romans 12. Let's go to Romans 12. Don't have time to look at all of this, but Romans 12, start in verse 17. Just think about this here. Repay no one evil for evil, but give thought to do what is honorable in the sight of all. If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. Beloved, never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath of God. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. If there's anybody that needs to be zapped dead, God will do it. And if He wants anybody zapped dead, quote unquote, He will do it. He handles those kind of things. He is God after all. That's what that means. To the contrary, verse 20, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. For by so doing, you'll be heaped burning coals on his head. Now this next verse is one that Christians need to learn, myself included, because I think one of the biggest things Satan is doing today is making us angry. Because what is happening is he is having he's clobbering us, falling into the trap that Dane was talking about with this right here. And it is this. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. You see, we're so wrapped up in fighting evil that it's overcoming us. And in it overcoming us, we are so busy attacking evil, we forget to be the salt and light in the world. We forget to be kind and compassionate like Christ. Evil needs to be addressed. Evil needs to be fought against. Absolutely. But it is not all we do as a Christian. We need to be, because, let's face it, there's got to be time to live out the Beatitudes. There's got to be time to live out the Golden Rule. There's got to be time to do what it says in this text, in which we show kindness to our neighbor, show kindness to our enemy. We've got to find time to do that. And that, a lot of times, is lost with all of us. If we were really the family of God, I think we might have a better opportunity to say, I want to live like Christ lived. And you know what? If there's any of this that God needs to sort out, He'll do it when He's ready. If there's any people that need to be zapped, any nations or states that need to fall into the ocean, God will take care of it. Any of those kind of things. If there's anything that needs to happen, any storms that need to take place or anything, that's God's business. Jesus got on His 2 disciples for calling down thunder and fire from heaven. That wasn't their place. Anyway. God destroyed a lot of people. He is